My dear friends and supporters of reconciliation science, I am Dr. Quincy, a doctorate in geology from the Colorado School of Mines and a Master of Divinity from Luther Seminary in lovely St. Paul, Minnesota, and the world-leading expert in reconciliation science. I am here today to give my utmost support for the reconciliation teaching aids. Its ability to show the true science behind the development of man and the earth since the initial creation allow for it to be a truly unique and incredible teaching tool. The gap theory of creation is the theory that combines Bible literalism and proven geological science, and it is important to note that the facts about gap creation are anything but new ideas in the debate about the origin of this world and us humans. In fact, it can be described as one of the oldest theories concerning the creation of the earth, its age, and the evolution of its species. It started as the work of famous theologians and scholars such as Hugo St. Victor and Thomas Aquinas in the 12th and 13th centuries. They developed the hypothesis that, based on Genesis, that the earth was put into a state of confusion sometime after its initial creation. A similar concept was proposed by Benedict Pererius, a Jesuit philosopher in the late 16th century. He proposed that before the first day there existed, and there was a long period of nothingness. These theories are based off of historical and biblical evidence and have been gaining scientific support. During the 19th century, notable geologist, the Reverend Dr. William Buckland, Dean of Westminster, and I believe the President of the Royal Society of London, and the first geologist of Oxford is also what he was known as, he made many geological discoveries that allowed him to scientifically mold those ideas into his theory of the origin of the earth, the gap theory. With that, it has been developed that the gap theory accounts for the 6 24-hour-a-day creation story which occurred in the Bible. But there was a gap time after the earth was created when it was covered in water. More or less, earth was created and flourished for billions of years, but this earth fell into sin and was destroyed by God. The earth was then recreated around 6,000 years ago from the ruin and devastation of the former world in the 6-day creation event, which occurred in Genesis. Because the earth is old, this accounts for many geological findings which we see today, such as radiometric dating. Darwin's developments concerning the evolution of plant and animal species only further support the gap theory. This shows the development of a pre-Adamite humanoid race, which existed prior to the second creation event, as evidenced by fossil record. The second creation event is when God created Adam, the first human with free will and immortal soul. It is important to note that the growth of scientific understanding of the universe, Earth, and its inhabitants only increased the amount of scientific evidence that is added to the long existing biblical evidence that supports gap theory. In my belief, science does not disprove the Bible, nor does the Bible disprove science. God's truth, which are the historical truths, are simply discoverable and evident within nature. The teaching aids that Mrs. Mary Johnson created provide a great method to teach gap theory and explain how and why there were 2 creation events. Because the aids present the science and the history of reconciliation science in a fun and easy to understand format, children enjoy learning how this time-proven explanation of the Earth's origin reconciles science and the scripture. In all, I give my full support to the Mind the Gap program and the use of these aids within schools. It is important that we give our children accurate education, and in order to do so, we need to put accurate information forth. The surest way to do that is through reconciliation teaching aids. Thank you.